Rosetta. Number 18, Cameron Speakman. Number 19, Daniel Coldflesh. Number 23, Nick Rusick. Number 27, Ryan Jory. Number 28, Austin Garcia. Number 33, Robbie Reichenbach. Number 35, Ben Zemecki. Number 44, Ethan Waddell. Number 62, Hunter Keppel. Number 71, Cassie Surin. Number 8, Matt Houston. Number 91, Joe Beckner. And number 97, Tommy Intereri. The Yellowjackets are coached by head coach Neville Reichenbach. Assistant coaches Jim Hill, Ryan Cooper, and John Reichenbach. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and gentlemen remove your hats as we honor America with our national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, we direct your attention to center ice for a ceremonial drop of the first puck. Captains, please come to the face-off circle here to present and drop the first puck. Pittsburgh's #1 rated sports talk show host from 105.90X. Please welcome Mark Madden. Thank you, Mark Madden, 105.90X.
Underneath their jerseys tonight, but yeah, it ended in dramatic fashion. Freeport had all but pulled off the upset to go to Consolidated Center to play for the Penguins Cup. Quaker Valley came back, erased the deficit, and won it. With only 32 seconds left, and Freeport will look to recover from that here tonight. Quaker Valley obviously defending its championship, and they begin that title defense, and I dig the new Quaker Valley unis, by the way.
Quaker Valley got a goal from Jimmy Perkins, 32 seconds left in that contest to tie the game, and then Cam Peterkin won it for Quaker Valley with 0.2 seconds left. Quaker Valley, of course, went on to win another WPIHL championship, one of the premier programs, if not the premier program, Adam, in the PIHL single A classification.
Well, they're definitely up there, and Coach Kevin Quinn's still here. You heard a lot of familiar names during the player introductions. Connor Quinn among them, Adam Pilowitz. Parker Sherry, still one of the 3 goaltenders on this team. Just some, they do lose guys, but this team is still loaded, and expect big things from this year. Freeport on the flip side, for the first time in a long time, no longer helmed by the man who helped lead to the Penguins Cup in 2007, Dave Hepler, no longer the head coach, new head coach, Mel Reichenbach.
Mel Reichenbach comes in and takes over. His son, actually, John Reichenbach, is on his staff, and it would be his grandson. And John's son, Robert, is one of the players for Freeport. Freeport had a very good year last year. Take away that loss, notwithstanding, they won 14-5-2 before losing to Quaker Valley. Quakers went on and won, easily defeated Thomas Jefferson in the PIHL Class A finals, but then lost to Bayard Ruston in the state championship to finish 24-2. You mentioned Kevin Quinn. It's interesting, Adam. We don't get to say this very often. I'll get to say it twice in the same week because I'll have Woodland Hills football on Friday night.
Yeah.
And Kevin Quinn, the only coach in the history of this franchise here, this program at Quaker Valley. It's just an interesting nugget. He has been there. He helped form it. It's interesting. You mentioned Connor Quinn is back. He's a junior.
Right.
It seems like he's been around forever. His other son is a freshman, and he'll be making his varsity debut tonight. That is Ryan Quinn, the younger brother of Connor Quinn. One of the other names that has been a staple over the last several seasons for Quaker Valley, Adam, is in the net. He gets the nod tonight, Parker Sherry.
Yeah.
Parker Sherry, he's a senior.
Yeah.
He's been a 3-year starter, and he saw some playing time as a freshman, so he is back. Matt Houston will get the start tonight for Freeport. And Matt Houston is a junior, so it's an interesting matchup. And again, it is premiere night on the PIHL.
Yeah.
More about that as we progress. The new commissioner taking over this year, Jim Black, the former head coach at North Allegheny, is now the new commissioner of the PIHL.
Yep.
And,
won a lot of titles in his days as a coach with multiple programs. So he's a guy that has been around Bob and done a great job as a coach at all levels, and a great ambassador of the high school game. He really is. He's, we've talked to him many times over the years, and he's always fun to talk to. And you're looking forward to talking to him in this new role. I mean, although we got to watch our P's and Q's when we do next time around. But yeah, it's new leadership, and the Board of Governors was in place last year with the old commissioner Ed Sam, and now Jim Black helming it, and with him on board, they made a lot of sweeping changes. You read about it hopefully today on the website. Brand new alignment for this tweaks, but this is a completely new look. AAA, no more conferences, just one conference. AA is the closest to normal that you're going to get. Class A has 2 tiers with 2 conferences each. The open class, no more. There's now a varsity division 2 for the Class B and a Class C. What was formerly the open class, that's the old open class. So it's all different now. And we're going to do our best to sift through it for you in the preview articles ahead as we get through the month of October. But in Class A, again, one of the more drastically changed classes, again, with 2 tiers. So it's going to be interesting to see how that all unfolds and what it means for the postseason competition.
Freeport is in Tier 1. They're in the Eastern Conference. Quaker Valley's in Tier 1 in the Western Conference. Quite certain this will be some of the talk as the puck drops on the PIHL Power Play Show for season number 10.
Yeah.
You started the Power Play Show when you were 12, I believe.
Yeah, so somewhere around that age. Well, I'm still 12 up here, Bob, but...
Well, so am I, so that keeps us young at heart.
It's a good thing.
That comes the way on the network in December, correct?
Well, I believe so. I don't know if the new leadership wants something different, but yes, typically the first week, even though the season dropping 3 weeks earlier than usual, we plan on returning with the PIHL Notebook regularly on Mondays in December, and the show Wednesdays starting in December. We will run our previews every Monday in October as we do every year, the articles, but then other than that, the show proper and the article proper return in December. And a big thanks to, well, everyone in the network who helps out with that. Don Rebel, of course. And listen, got to thank Ed Sam. I know he's not the commissioner anymore, but he helped launch that show. And a lot of what we do today is our coverage. He was behind all of it. And a big thanks to him. And best of luck to him, whatever he's doing now. He did a lot of great things for this league over a lot of years. And I got to say personally, enjoyed knowing Ed and certainly hope to run into him down the line.
No question about that. You should thank your regular partner, too, Josh Roundtree.
Josh Roundtree as well, obviously.
Regular hops over the boards with
yes.
you on Wednesday nights on the MSA Sports Network. There are, it is spread out more. If you look at the schedules, Adam mentioned we started 3 weeks earlier. The schedules are spread out with less games spread out on each month. So it's the same, almost the same length of the season as we'll head into March, but less games for each team within each month.
About 5 games a month for each team. And you and I were talking, I don't know if this is by design or not, but one thing it might do is that some of the teams with a lot of kids who play travel give them more chance to get those kids into the lineup. Not playing 2 or 3 games in 1 week might help ease some of that as the season goes along for all these teams.
Quaker Valley in the black and gold, Parker Sherry in the goal to our left. Freeport gets in and they fire it wide. And the goal to our right is Matt Houston. Freeport, this is a home game for the Freeport Yellowjackets. They're in the home whites with the blue and gold trim. And Quaker Valley's Ricardo Fernandez comes down the left wing side, loses the puck, and the Yellowjackets try to counter, but a good job on defense. Good stick work by Chris Wilner, the sophomore. Now it is dumped in, and Jack Woodburn will play it behind his own net for Quaker Valley. Woodburn puts it up. It's behind Noah Schultz, who can't clear. Gives Freeport a chance down low. They try to center it, but it is stopped at the side of the net. A good job by Woodburn on the defense to not allow the entry pass. Now skating it up, it's Schultz. He is knocked down. He does clear the zone. Leaves it for Connor Quinn. Quinn walks in left side wrist shot. He fired that high and wide. Puck comes all the way around back into the Freeport zone as Stone Haberstroh gives chase, but Jack Kuzma is back to play it behind the Quaker Valley net. His outlet pass for Aubrey Terrace is off her stick, and it's dumped right back in where Peter Hall, the sophomore, has to play. So Freeport is doing a good job of dumping it in. Ryan Jory, on the forecheck, right point, a wrist shot deflects in front, and it's behind Nick Rusak. Comes to the near side, pinching in is Robert Reichenbach. Can he keep it in? Now jamming in at the point is Cassandra Soren. And Soren does keep it alive. It is in the corner, back to the near point. Goes past Cassie Soren. On the move comes Noah Schultz. Schultz is knocked down. He's actually tripped off his skates. Cam Speakman is going to get called for the first penalty, a tripping call. It comes 1 minute and 41 into this contest. It will put Quaker Valley on the game's first power play.
We'll see. Obviously, this is a team stacked with firepower. Freeport, despite the new coach, there is some continuity in this lineup. Matt Houston is part of that continuity. Also, Katie Hill, one of the goaltenders. No more Cole Hepler, who led that offense last year, but Michael Zecca, Tanner Hill, Michael Frazettis, some familiar names. Stone Haberstroh as well.
Quaker Valley wins the face-off on the man advantage center point. Good slapper from Adam Pilowitz. That deflected wide. Comes to the left point, kept alive. Kuzma, near side, Pilowitz walks on top of the circle. He blasts it home. Power play goal for Adam Pilowitz. First of the year for the Quakers, and Quaker Valley leads 1-0.
Just a perfect shot, what can you say? Right-handed shot from the right point, blew by short side on Houston. Just a bullet of a shot, about knee-high, and caught Houston down and snuck it in there over the pad. The 1-0 Quaker Valley lead.
First of the season for Pilowitz, his first on the power play. He walked into the top of the right circle. He got everything on that slapper for the first goal. Here comes Ryan Quinn, who puts it in behind the net. Quinn goes one-on-one with Driznicki. Quinn wins it near point, goes opposite side. Quaker Valley walks in, a wrist shot. That is deflected into the meshing as the wrist shot was taken from Pilowitz on the opposite side. Phillips, one of the returning seniors.
And number 6, Jacob Kuzma. Time of the goal, 1:57.
Bo Tomzak
From Tomzak and Kuzma at 1:57.
and Jacob Kuzma get the helpers on the Pilowitz power play goal. It comes at 1:57 and an early 1-0 lead for Quaker Valley. Fernandez on the forecheck, Ryan Quinn. There are only 5 seniors on this Quaker Valley team.
Yeah, and the Quakers, though, over the years, through their successes, have always leaned to some degree on underclassmen. They always have good young guys helping out the seniors, making their big contributions. Connor Quinn was part of that last year for the Quakers. So yeah, he's Kevin Quinn always has the sophomores and juniors ready to go.
6 freshmen and 7 sophomores, although 2 not dressed in the lineup tonight for Quaker Valley. Pilowitz through center ice, has his pocket picked. A good little check by Marcus Hooks. Speaking of freshmen, but he can't get it. He has to go off the ice, and now Pilowitz has been out a long time, comes down the right side, 2-on-3. Curl and drag, and a good save by Matt Houston in the butterfly, and he holds on. The face-off coming up to his left. 13:51 remaining in period number one. 1-0 lead for Quaker Valley.
Now that was a nice shot by Pilowitz. Had him dead to rights, low slot. Houston equal to the task.
Quinn wins the face-off at a wrist shot by Chris Wilner. Goes over top the net. Wilner has it behind the net now for Quaker Valley on the attack, but he loses the puck, and Ethan Waddell has it for Quaker Valley around to the near side for Austin Karshia. And Karshia can't get it out of the zone. Dumped in. Houston will leave it behind the net for Ethan Waddell. Waddell dumps it for Karshia, but a good job to step in at least temporarily and keep it alive by Kuzma. And Kuzma does a good job.
Very nice job.
Ben Kuzma also out there. Does come back in the Quakers zone. They try to reset on the near side. That passes behind Ben Kuzma. And in his own zone, it's Ethan Waddell, the junior. Only 3 seniors for Freeport, so both of these teams pretty young, which bodes well for the present and the future, as Adam spoke of. Peter Hall goes back, takes a check, a good check by Nick Rusak, and it's cleared out. Connor Quinn comes down the left side. Quinn with speed. Quinn walks in to the backhand. Can he shoot it? He scores! What a smooth move by Connor Quinn. He came down the left wing, and his backhand beats Matt Houston, and it's a 2-0 lead for the Quakers.
Very slick move. Walked in, had a 2-on-1. He looked off the pass and then tucked a backhander over the glove side shoulder of Houston.
The terrace was open in front, but Quinn used her as a decoy. And then just the slick deposit of the backhand. Here's a 2-on-1 for Quaker Valley. Walking in, a shot. Houston makes the save, the net goes off. As causing havoc was Jake Giotto. Aubrey Terrace does get the only helper on the Quinn goal at 4-17. So Quinn gets his first after having an outstanding sophomore season. He's on the board here tonight, and the Quakers have jumped out to a 2-0 first period lead. Giotto puts it in front. Oh, it's almost turning, almost getting that puck was Noah Schultz, and that would have been a pretty good backhand attempt, but here comes Freeport with a counterattack. Down the right side, Hunter Keppel. But a good defensive play by Quaker Valley denies that attack, and it's a counter for Jake Giotto in Quaker Valley. He's back 2-on-4. He tries to go around a defenseman, but a good play by Daniel Colflesh, the sophomore, to deny that. And then Keppel knocks Woodburn down at center ice. Pass is to Bo Tomzak, the forward who gets into the zone. His pass, though, intercepted. Soren turns and clears. Checking it's Joel Bednar for Quaker Valley. Back into the Quakers zone. The defenseman Adam Pilowitz, who has a goal. His outlet is intercepted at center ice. And Robert Reichenball had it, lost it. Quaker Valley does get into the zone. Near side pass. Opportunity, wrist shot. Good save by Houston. He can't control the rebound. And he stops the second shot. Ryan Quinn had the first shot. And the second opportunity was put on the goal. And I think it was knocked down with a high stick. But Houston sharp to make 2 saves. He denies Quinn and then Ricardo Fernandez.
Really had to fight off that second shot, Bob, and Quaker Valley throwing all kinds of different things at Houston. High shots, low shots, and screens, all kinds of stuff, but he's made some tough saves despite being down 2-0 about 6 minutes into this hockey game.
It was a turnover at center ice that created those 2 opportunities for Quaker Valley. Now we get a whistle on the face-off. I think we're going to get a slash. I see a stick broke, maybe, or a hand pass.
Give a shout out to the goalie pads, Parker Sherry, the pink tape, I'm gonna guess, acting as stripes on his pads, his white pads. Obviously, I'm gonna guess a nod to Breast Cancer Awareness Month by Parker Sherry. I dig it, I like it.
Also has the pink tape on the blocker. We've got an injury, and I think we have a Freeport player.
Yeah, we do.
Knocked down along the near boards down in front of us. Can't see.
Number 5.
Who is down, Stone Haberstroh. Haberstroh's up. Now he seems to be okay. Picked up his glove, has the broken stick.
Yeah. Didn't see the collision from this vantage, but he skates up under his own power and doesn't appear to be favoring anything, so we hope he'll be back on the ice next shift.
Skates to the bench, and Tommy Intrieri, the junior, comes off at him to skate past him. He gives him the fist bump, and Haberstroh just blew him off. And Trier was like, what did I do?
What did I do wrong?
Face off won by Freeport. That'll be the first save of the game with the glove by Parker Sherry. As coming down the right wing, it was in Trier with a wrister, and Parker Sherry holds on. A face-off will come up to his left with 11:18 to go in the first period. A 2-0 lead for the Quakers on goals by Adam Pilowitz and Connor Quinn. Quinn easily wins the face-off. Played on the backhand by Hunter Rolls to the near side. Skated up into center ice by Jacob Kuzma, but it's put right back in, and Austin Wetzel in his own zone plays it far side. Yellowjackets intercept, and now it's Quinn who retreats, turns, and skates through center ice.
The way he just glides through three defenders.
It's effortless. And Quinn, just a junior. He's a real talent for the Quakers. Good speed on the counterattack for Reichenball, but he loses the puck to Kuzma, and Jacob Kuzma up the near side to Wetzel. Wetzel just plays it back to center ice.
I don't think he gets too much criticism for, oh, coach's son, coach's son. I mean, that kid can play. I don't care who the coach is. That kid would be first-line player. He's unbelievable the way he skates.
Yeah, 3 years on the varsity, and he's been, well, this is his third year. He's really talented through his freshman and sophomore years. Blew up during the playoffs.
Second leading scorer last year behind only Jimmy Perkins during the regular season, and you're right, blew up big time in the postseason.
And just asked Thomas Jefferson about that, as Quinn was great in the championship game. You're going to miss Jimmy Perkins.
Yes.
We're going to say the same thing, because all that kid did was score goals. And then when we get to lacrosse, we say the same thing, because all Perkins did in lacrosse was score goals.
He liked to score goals.
He sure did. He has gone on to, I believe he went to Erie College to play. There's a long shot dumped on Houston, and he puts the stick down and then holds on to the rebound, and a face-off upcoming in the Freeport zone to our right.
Possibly Gannon or Mercyhurst? Possibly.
No, I think it was Erie College.
Oh, Erie College. Okay,
it.
Literally Erie College. Okay. Now they're saying an Erie College.
They got a face-off, and then we'll have a second face-off.
Good glove save by Houston on a shot from the high slot area.
Face-off to his right. Quinn had 57 points as a freshman. Talking about Connor Quinn. And Freeport in their own zone. They have the puck. I'll find that note somewhere on Jimmy Perkins.
I'm sure you will. No
Puck
doubt
is
about it.
deflected back, and now we get a whistle. It's an interference call. It's behind the play because the puck was at center ice. Nico Samakis had it. But it is a interference call against Noah Schultz for Quaker Valley, and it gives Freeport a chance to skate with a man advantage. Their first time they go on the power play in this game.
The special team's something that under Dave Hepler, Freeport always seemed to do well at. They would take advantage of those opportunities, the power plays. Cole Hepler had a lot of power play goals last year for this Yellowjackets team. Of course, not in the lineup tonight, but he's moved on. But see if the Yellowjackets can cut the deficit in half here.
7:43. Freeport gets it into the zone, comes near the blue line. Jacob Kuzma is able to clear the ice and dump it into the Freeport zone, where they will start the attack. Ethan Waddell in his own zone. Plays it up the far side. Can't do anything with it. It's a steal by Quaker Valley. They dump it in. Connor Quinn is out there killing the penalty. Quaker Valley, by the way, their 5th Penguins Cup in 9 years. 4 times they've been to the Cup Finals. They defeated Thomas Jefferson. A backhand shot to the near side. It's on the meshing, and that'll be a face-off to the right of Parker Sherry. So a chance for Freeport to regroup with the man advantage. They still have 1:12 to go on their power play.
The Quakers first won in 2006, and shocked by Freeport in 07.
Freeport, actually the puck was on the net by Freeport, so comes out of the zone.
Quakers able to clear.
Lake Erie College is the actual
There you
college,
go.
which
There
is
you go.
on the Cleveland side. but that's where Jimmy Perkins is. Freeport dumped it in. Good check near the blue line, but they can't clear. Jake Giotto took down Zeka, but he kept it in. It's in front. Oh, that was a great opportunity for Robert Reichenball down the right side, although even though he was on the backhander at him, he'd have been one-on-one with Parker Sherry. Just could not control that pass.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Nick Rusak took an extra whack at Sherry. Down in the ice with the puck under his glove. Sherry looking for a call. Won't get one, and you better believe the Quakers took mental note of that little exchange.
Face off to the left of Parker Sherry with 47 seconds to go on the Freeport power play. Puck squirts back to center ice. Cassie Soren goes back, dumps it, and now hooks with it. He gets into the zone. Centering pass. It'll come back to Soren. She skates to the center point and then dumps it back in the corner for Shane Haberstroh's okay. He's back. Puck deflects in. They put it to the near side. And at the post, it goes in. It's a power play goal for Freeport. The Yellowjackets are on the board. It's 2-1.
A little Lemieux-esque. Haberstroh throws it in front, although I don't think he meant to make it off a defender. That's what he does. I believe this one should go to Haberstroh on a power play goal.
Haberstroh was their hooks as well. So we'll see who they credit that to, but Quaker Valley started the scoring with a power play goal. Now Freeport answers at the 9:22 mark to make it 2-1. Now Mickey Frazetta, the junior, comes into the zone with Keppel on the top line for the Yellowjackets.
Number 11, Tanner Hill.
Tanner Hill gets the goal.
Tanner Hill.
We were both wrong.
Stone Haberstroh does get the assist, so it was Tanner Hill who was camped on that near post. Back in, good save on the other side as Fernandez with a nice wrist shot and a good little left pad save by Matt Houston.
Maybe it was last touch by, obviously last touch by Hill, not a QB defender. I thought it was off a Quaker Valley jersey, but perhaps off of Hill.
You get traffic, you jam the net, things can happen. And the power play goal has made it 2-1 in this first period. And back the other way is Keppels. Keppels got room, and Frazetta in front. Pass to Frazetta. Turns, can he shoot it? No, he tries to go behind. It's off Sherry, it's loose in the blue. And Sherry scrambles back along with the defenseman. Also Marcus Hooks jamming at it. Hooks jamming at Parker Sherry. Sherry's not happy with it either.
Well, he's had enough of guys in his face when he's down in the crease, and that's the second time, and I don't blame him for getting a little upset at that one, Bob, to be honest. That was a little more than the usual gamesmanship. Freeport's trying to get in his wheelhouse, and to be honest, I'm surprised there wasn't a call on that one.
A good job by Frazetta to try that sneaky little shot from below the goal line. Sherry had it. Also, Ryan Quinn came back down. But good speed. It's going to be a 2-on-1. A shot and a save. Ben Kuzma down the right side. He tried to go 5-hole, and closing it up with the butterfly save was Matt Houston.
Yeah, right between the pillows. Houston had a good angle on that and read it all the way. Waist high. Drop to the butterfly and holds for the draw.
Face-off win, and a shot is blocked by Adam Pilowitz. Comes to the near side, losing his edge, but still keeping the puck is Quaker Valley. It's Connor Quinn. His pass, though, is deflected. Can't get it through, but the Quakers are on it. Good forecheck by Chris Wilner on the near boards. Jack Woodburn skates in from the point. Wilner has the puck. Wilner double-teamed in the corner, leaves it there for his teammate, but it's intercepted. And Reichenball comes back 1-on-2. He can't penetrate. Collision at center ice as Coleflesh kind of took out Ben Kuzma. I think Coleflesh is going to get the penalty.
Yeah, Quakers are going to get a power play. Sherry was leaving the ice. The extra attacker, so the tripping call is made.
Puts the Quakers on their second power play of the first period. Time of the penalty, 11:02. As Dan Coleflesh kind of stuck the leg out. That's the tripping call. Quakers win the faceoff. Adam Pilowitz comes up the right wing, gains the zone, dumps it down along the boards. Tomzak giving chase. Comes all the way around to the opposite point, kept in by Jacob Kuzma, but stolen and cleared on a nice effort by Tanner Hill, who has the lone of Freeport goal. And then Nick Rusak is on top of Parker Sherry, and Parker Sherry holds on his own zone. So a good start to this penalty kill by the Freeport Yellowjackets.
A very good start. Anytime you can get a face-off in the attacking team zone on a penalty kill is a good thing, let alone a scoring chance to lead up to it.
Mickey Frazetta and Connor Quinn, and Quaker Valley comes up with the win, and here comes Quinn. Quinn will skate it down the right wing side, gains the zone. Will drop past Pilowitz where he scored from earlier. A heavy slapper. Good save by Houston.
That chest protector getting a workout in the first period.
Sure is. Pilowitz again, top of the right circle. Delays. Goes back to the near corner. Skating out with it, Connor Quinn in front. He's knocked down. He slides to the net. The puck is still loose. Turning shot. And in the breadbasket to make the save on Bo Tomczak, Matt Houston, and he holds on.
Bad angle shot. Houston had to get up quick and turn back towards the puck to be ready for that shot, and he was.
Not only did he have the puck bouncing around, he also had Connor Quinn sliding in on top of him in the blue paint.
Yeah, there was that too.
But he made a good save. You mentioned it, quick recovery and a good save holding the near posts. Quakers win the faceoff. Center point to Kuzma, near side to the point man. It's Pilowitz, wrist shot through traffic, and another butterfly save and holding on, allowing no rebound. The junior Matt Houston. Noah Schultz is out there. Quinn to take the face-off against Reichenball. Reichenball wins it, but the Yellowjackets can't clear. Comes to the near point, right point. Pilowitz through traffic. Hits a stick, rebound, turning. Good save by Houston as he dove out and made the stick save at the opposite post. Comes to Reichenball, who clears for the Yellowjackets.
Nice clear, good job, turn around, make sure he had the open space. Now he's gonna pick off the clearing attempt.
But he loses it to Connor Quinn with 40 seconds to go in the man advantage. Quinn down the near side. Puck is played to the far side. Can Haberstroh get it out? He does. He took a check, but he made the play in his own zone. Pilowitz through center ice. Nice job to get around Haberstroh. Pilowitz down the left wing. Curl and drag move in. Hits the side of the net. Pilowitz still with the puck behind the net. He's checked by Waddell. He can't clear. No one at the point. Pilowitz was behind the net. And it squirts back to center ice. 15 seconds to go on the Quaker Valley power play.
U.S. Pilowitz, I bet he'd tell you he did not get all of that shot from the near side. Or from the short side, rather.
Quinn's pass intercepted, but Freeport cannot clear. Will be 5 aside in 3 seconds. Trying to walk in is Ben Kuzma. Can't shoot it. Connor Quinn had it. Skated off the puck, though, by Reichenball. And now Driz Mickey clears it to the far side, but not out. Quakers keep it in as we're back to full strength. Played up the near boards with 3:45 to go in the first period. Hill got it out. Houston sets it up behind his own net. Plays it far side, turning to clears Ethan Waddell. Goes the length of the ice. It will not be icing.
They wave it off. Interesting.
I think it might have hit a Quaker as they were line changing.
Must have.
And out of his own zone, Woodburn. It's flipped up ahead now to Bo Tomczak. Tomczak returns to Ryan Quinn. Quinn dumps it behind the net. First man to the puck is Bo Tomczak in the left wing corner. Leaves it in the circle. Spinning with it was Fernandez. And now Ryan Quinn. Quinn in the left wing corner. Skates behind the net. Stops on a dime. Checked by Speakman. Gets it to his teammate. That shot by Tomczak hits the outside of the net. Freeport clears it, but not out. Kept it at the point. Through traffic. Oh, that was a sneaky shot. And it just missed the near post. As Ben Kuzma took that shot. Freeport does gain possession. Rusak, and Rusak far side in Intrieri, and Intrieri gets it out of the zone. Back near side of Rusak. It's a skate, and we get a whistle behind the play. And a penalty is forthcoming against Quaker Valley.
Well, chance for Freeport here, obviously. Scoring earlier on the power play to make it 2-1.
Be the second man advantage for the Yellowjackets. This penalty is whistled at 14:22. Now there's further discussing. A cross check is the penalty. Not sure if it was Giotto. Tomczak was also off there. We'll have to get the official call on the penalty. But it will be a 5-on-4 man advantage for the Yellowjackets. Freeport keeps it in. Good job by Waddell to get that out of the air. It is Tomczak. Shot save. As holding his ground on the shot by Haberstroh was Sherry, and Parker Sherry allows no rebound. Hunter Keppel to take the face-off to the left of Sherry. Won by Connor Quinn. Bounces behind the net. Haberstroh has it. Centers. However, Taras is there, and Taras clears. Quinn goes chasing with speed. Houston has it. Clears it right to Quinn, though. Quinn has it in the corner. takes a check and then loses the. Now he gets it back. He tries to walk out. Houston with the paddle down doesn't allow that, but a good job of being disruptive on the penalty kill by Quinn. And then a long shot from the left point is gloved down. Pilowitz took the shot. Houston makes the save and he holds on, but you'll take it. You're 4 on 5, but you're forcing the play.
You were on your heels there,
yes. Connor Quinn specifically, Adam, forcing the play in the Freeport zone.
That was a bad clearing decision by Houston.
Face off one, shot save. Boy, could Pilowitz hammer it. Stick save goes into the meshing.
That means the faceoff stays in Freeport territory. 2 minutes left in the period. $1:21 to go in the power. $1:21, yes, to go in the power play.
Pilowitz, that's 3 big slappers in this first period. Here's another one, top of the left circle. Wrist shot score! Short-handed goal for Adam Pilowitz, his second in the game.
That's a wrister, a hard wrister from the left point.
A twisted wrister.
Twisted wrister, yes.
For Adam Pilowitz. He has a power play tally, now a short-handed goal at 16:05, and the Quakers are up 3-1.
Just, I mean, he rippled the mesh on that one. Just picked a spot and fired it.
Talking about a slapper, and that wrister was pretty good. I believe Connor Quinn's going to get the assist for winning the faceoff. Cassie Saran's back in her own end for Freeport on the far side. Good job to steal, though, by Noah Schultz, shorthanded. Center hits a skate, and Houston had to be sharp to make that save. Freeport can't get out of their own zone. Back at center ice, Peter Hall dumps it back in. Pilowitz is second in the game, shorthanded from Connor Quinn at 15:05. Stump back into the Quakers zone. Still 42 seconds to go in this Freeport man advantage, but it's spending most of the time in the Freeport zone. So a great job in the penalty kill. Shot is blocked in front by Woodburn. Woodburn is checked in the corner by Reichenball, a centering pass, and that almost found Tanner Hill for a second of the game. Played back into the left wing corner now by the Yellowjackets. They leave it in the circle, but the puck is intercepted, and clearing the loose biscuit is Peter Hall. Freeport back in their own zone with 15 seconds to go on their power play. They'll clear it up to Hill. Hill in his own zone for Reichenball. He lets it go through to Intrieri down the left wing side. Intrieri is denied on a good check by Woodburn. Ryan Quinn with a loose puck. Quakers to the far side. Turning to clear is Fernandez, but he can't get it out. Out of the penalty box comes Tom Zach, so we're 5 aside. 30 seconds to go in this first period. Quakers leading 3-1.
Loose puck, no one wants it. Freeport finally takes it back.
Yeah, Keppel at the right wing half boards finally picked it up. Waddell at the point puts it into the right corner back to Hunter Keppel. Keppel's tied up in there. Quinn is digging, as is Peter Hall. Comes behind the net. Centering pass, no one home but Quaker Valley. Fernandez turns and clears to Ryan Quinn. He'll dump it long, and a bouncer scooped off the ice by Matt Houston with 1.3 seconds to go in period number 1.
So likely do it for the period, unless Quaker Valley shoots it right off the draw.
Don't forget, coming up after this game tonight, Adam and I choose the Management Science Associates 3 stars of the game.
They're actually pulling Sherry for this draw.
Yeah, they did with 1:03 or 1.3. So trying to make it happen quick. They can't win the faceoff. Quinn has been good, but he couldn't win that one. And the first period comes to an end. Quaker Valley gets a power play goal, a shorthanded goal. And after one, the defending PIHL Class A champion, Quaker Valley Quakers lead the Freeport Yellowjackets by a score of 3-1. We'll take a break. You're listening to PIHL High School Hockey right here on the MSA Sports Network.
Attention Steelers Nation, are you ready to tailgate McDonald's style? Start with 2 legendary Big Mac sandwiches. Team them up with 2 tasty McDouble sandwiches, 2 medium world famous fries, and a 10-piece chicken McNuggets, all for just $11.99. Introducing the new Steelers Fan Feast. With this many McDonald's favorites for only $11.99, there's no penalty for excessive celebration. There's something for every Steelers fan to love at McDonald's. Price and participation may vary. Limited time offer.
Research tells us it takes 21 days to form a new routine, but together, we can defy statistics. Together, we can make you a fanatic of our delicious McCafe blend in only 14 days. You're not bound by scientific formulas. You're a lover of rich, smooth coffee that is as free as you are. So between September 16th and the 29th, you can try a small McCafe coffee on the house. Together, we can turn you into a morning person. Breakfast hours at participating McDonald's.
When looking to replace your athletic field, choose ProGrass, first in turf. ProGrass has installed over 500 fields in the U.S. Getting the best artificial turf for your field depends on both the product and the partner you choose. That's why architects, athletic directors, and players choose the ProGrass Performance System. ProGrass maintains an active presence in the synthetic turf industry as members of the Sports Turf Management Association and the American Sports Builder Association, and is proud to be recognized as the FIFA preferred manufacturer. Call ProGrass today, 866-270-6003, or visit them on the web at www.progressturf.com. ProGrass, first in turf.
Back at the Robert Morris University Island Sports Center with Adam Hoerner, Bob Orkwis. Hope you're enjoying coverage of premier nights on the PIHL. Good opportunity for Freeport. Sherry keeps it out. There'll be a face-off in the end to our right. Not only streaming audio, which is standard for MSA Sports, but a little video as well going on tonight.
Jody Zingerly-Cook doing a great job through 2 games tonight. And something we're hoping will continue into the season, the playoffs, but still hammering out the final details, I guess.
Intriri steals, comes down the left wing side. They had some support in Rusak, but the Quakers recover, but they can't get it out. Turning his Hill on the stick of Intriri. His wrist shot is blocked. Quakers skated up, and they can't get it back to center ice. Hill steals, he'll walk in, wrist shot. Sherry makes the save, scrambling for the rebound, and he covers up. And Tanner Hill almost had goal number 2 on the night to make it 3-2, but he was denied by Parker Sherry.
Took that right off the stick of Ellie Falk and walked in. Great job by Sherry to keep it out of the cage. Earlier tonight, the AAA teams, 2 of them, took to the ice. Seneca Valley, Canada McMillan. Don Rebel Steve Steve Nagler had the call. That's what I'm trying to say. As Canada McMillan emerged victorious 5-2.
6-2.
That's right. They did have one late.
Tonkovich
They did have one late. 6-2.
Austin Tonkovich scored the hat trick into the empty cage
with like almost no time left on the clock. That's right. I was forgetting because it was all right at the end. He did.
Luke Lavella had 2 goals for the Big Macs in that win. Puck is cleared out. Good speed coming down the left wing side. Wilner dumps it in behind the Freeport net. Teams have flip-flopped. If you're on the audio side, Freeport is moving left to right. Quaker Valley opposite. Sherry's in the goal to our right, and Matt Houston is in the cage to our left. Quaker Valley in their own zone will skate it up the near side. Fluid job to get out of his own zone by Nico Samakis. Just dumps in. Is it me or is it Connor Quinn looking a lot bigger as a junior?
Oh, he's definitely, I think he bulked up in the offseason. And I agree. He's not that he was a small kid last year, but I agree. He's definitely put on some size for sure.
Put some size to that package, the smooth package that he has. Stick handling, scoring, offside as Fernandez tried to get in, but trapped up on the left wing was Bo Tomzak, and will face off just outside of the Freeport zone. Adam Pilowitz, a power play goal and a short-handed goal. Connor Quinn has the other tally for Quaker Valley in their 3-goal first period. Tanner Hill on the power play, the only goal for the Yellowjackets in this contest.
A deflection of the traffic in front of the Freeport goal. That shorty really looming large right now, because it was, even if they don't score on the power play but don't give up that goal, obviously it's 2-1 right now. It's a different hockey game, but Quaker Valley in the driver's seat for now.
Pilowitz with a slapper looking for the HT. A good stick save by Houston. Rebound high in the air, tracked down by the Quakers. They spin on the near boards. Bo Tomzak in the left circle, puts it into the left corner. Playing it there is Ryan Quinn. Around into the right corner. And that's Fernandez, Ricardo Fernandez. On the right wing half boards, deflected, but a good job to sneak in by Woodburn. Kept it in temporarily, and now the other way comes Hunter Keppel. Keppel with the size and the speed. Centering pass, and it's through the crease, a little bit too hard for Ryan Jory. Up out of the zone is Tomzak. He lost the puck, and Ethan Waddell in his own zone to Keppel, who dumps it in, and Freeport looked for a line change. In his own zone is Woodburn. Woodburn dumps it back behind the net, reversing and skating it out of his own zone is Pilowitz with speed. Adam Pilowitz down the left wing side. Double teamed by Rusak. Leaves the puck for Connor Quinn. Quinn with a shifty move. Still skating with it to the right point, center point. Woodburn. Shot is blocked in front. Cleared up but not out by Zeka. Dumped right back in by Quaker Valley. On the puck is Waddell, checked from behind by Giotto. Cleared past Pilowitz. He deflects it. He has to go back the length of the ice to play it in his own zone.
Jackets a good job weathering a bit of a storm there by the Quaker attack. See if they can build on it now.
Quinn in his own zone. It's Connor Quinn. Has his pocket picked by Intrieri. Intrieri on the right wing boards. Needs some help. Has Waddell at the near point. Can't go that way. Lost it. Quakers put it up off the glass. And can they force it back to center ice? Rusak is in. It does come back. And Hill has to go in the neutral zone. Plays it far side to Zeka. Zeka loses. Pilowitz in his own zone. Dumps it up the near side. A little too far for Giotto. Giotto, though, in the forecheck. Forces Waddell to go back in his own zone. He plays it around the dasher. Peter Hall keeps it alive for Quaker Valley. Dumps it into the corner. Centering pass. Shot. Big save by Houston. He can't find the rebound. It bounced up in the air behind the net. Quinn was out there. The shot taken by Schultz. Another good shot by Quaker Valley. High over top the cage as the Quakers are pressing the attack. Finally, Nick Rusak is able to backhand it down the ice. It won't be far enough for icing. So Hunter Wolves will go back and play in his own zone for the Quakers. Long outlet to Giotto. Giotto down the left side. Little short pass to Tomzak, wrister. Deflecting the rebound and then covering up with the glove was Matt Houston, and he holds on. A face-off with 12:16 to go in the second period. Quaker Valley leading Freeport 3-1. It's high school hockey, the PIHL on the MSA Sports Network.
And believe it or not, high school hockey, the earliest we've ever broadcast high school hockey, and that would be true regardless because the leagues never started this early. It always started the fourth Monday in October, I should say. This year, the first Monday in October.
Haberstroh almost got out of his own zone and might have had a chance at a breakaway. Get some support by Rob Reichenball, who dumps it in. It's in front. Trying to turn was Haberstroh, but he just couldn't quite get the angle to get it on net. Deflects to the far corner. In the left wing corner, comes to the left point. Cassie Soren through traffic, deflected. And it was slowly heading into the blue and reaching back to make the glove save with the trapper was Parker Sherry.
Freeport needs more of that. I know it's easier said than done against this Quaker defense, but more traffic in front of Sherry, especially the way they kind of got in his grill a little bit in the first period. You got to continue that. Bodies in front of him, a couple of bumps where he can get away with it. Get in his head if you can, because you can still get back in this game.
But was tied up, and a good shot at the faceoff as Freeport won it. Haberstroh was down low, and Reichenball as well. It just missed to the far post. Near corner, Freeport tries to get it in front for Karsia. But the Quaker Valley Quakers, nice outlet. With speed, Tomzak tries to jump over the defender, but Cassie Saran makes a nice play. Forces it back to center ice, where Tomzak's pass in his own zone. He looks for a return, does get it down the right wing side this time, but another good play. Saran takes the check, but she made the play, kept the puck out of the zone. Near side for Connor Quinn, it's too far. Cleared out by Speakman. Right side, Keppel with it. Keppel holds, drags, fires, and it's blocked. Good job to recover by the Quaker Valley defender, and he deflects it up into the mesh. I believe that was Wolves who made the good stick work on the deflection. It was Hunter Wolves.
Yes, good job by him. And you said it, just a great recovery. Stick on puck. And Freeport, though, with an attacking zone draw here.
To the left of Sherry, Keppel had it. The puck was laying in the dot.
Just laying there. Nobody really had it.
Keppel and Quinn tied up, Ryan Quinn, and the puck just stayed right on the red dot. Icing called against Quaker Valley. We'll do it again to the left of Parker Sherry. The Quakers are guilty of icing.
If you haven't already today, be sure to check out the articles available. 2 editions of PIHL Notebook up today.
The AAA preview
is
preview up for your reading pleasure.
It is, and the a breakdown of the new alignment, which is very new and different, was also written today. Next 3 Mondays, we'll preview AA, Single A, and the former Open Class in that order. So check that out every Monday in October on the MSA Sports website.
Updated standings, too, every day when PIHL was in action. right here in MSA Sports, MSAsports.net. That's where you need to be.
Weekly rankings, the whole 9. We got it all for you.
PIHL power play. I'm pretty sure I heard Don say returns in December.
Okay, well,
So
good.
that
So,
is-
that's
that is
confirmed.
status quo.
That's confirmed. Okay. Josh Roundtree and myself, hopefully, back together for year number 10 for that show. My goodness, I can't
Good
believe
stuff.
it.
Wednesdays are fun. We get hoops and then hockey.
Yeah, it's good.
Back to back. It's fun. It's fun listening.
It's good. Yeah, Wednesdays in December through March is good stuff. WPL Roundball Report and PIHL Power Play show back to back indeed every Wednesday night.
Quakers get the center ice, but a good check by Tanner Hill denies entry for Jake Giotto, but it's going to be dumped in on the wrister by Ricardo Fernandez. The bevy of freshmen who played for head coach Kevin Quinn. Kept in at the far point by Connor Quinn. He's not a freshman. He's a junior. We looked upon to be the linchpin as far as making it happen for Quaker Valley. Center point. Wrist shot. It was Quinn toying. It's loose. Jamming at it. Still loose. 2 good opportunities for Tom Zach and also down low Fernandez, but Houston keeps it out and then finally finds the loose puck and puts the glove down for a faceoff.
And they just couldn't get that one lifted up over the sprawled Houston. He did a nice job of tracking that puck down and finally covering it. Keeps it 3-1, 9:23 to go, almost halfway through the game. 2 goals by Adam Pilowitz, 1 by Connor Quinn for Quaker Valley. Tanner Hill, the lone goal for the Yellowjackets.
Face off to the right of Matt Houston. New stick for Hunter Keppel. Keppel and Connor Quinn will go head-to-head for this draw. No, Keppel comes in, and then Intrieri has to take it. Quinn actually won it to the near side. Now they get a whistle. And Freeport was encroaching in the face-off zone, so kind of a late whistle.
And from the far side linesman too.
And he also says no to the Tanner Hill line change.
Ah.
So it is Quinn and Intrieri. Quinn wins it. Pilowitz, low wrister.
Man, fire that puck.
The slapper or wrister, they're both strong.
Yeah, that's yeah.
We've seen both find the net tonight too.
The way that hits the pad, you think that was a slapper, folks, but that was a wrister.
And a good stick save by Houston. Keppel comes down, but Intrieri was trapped up on the far wing, and it's offside against the Yellowjackets.
And he's not the only one. I mean, we've seen some big, fat, juicy rebounds tonight, high in the air off of different parts of Matt Houston. And it's not that he's not tracking pucks well. He's getting a piece of it. They're just hard shots. Quaker Valley can fire that puck.
Face-off just outside of the Quaker zone. Quinn and Hill. Hill wins the face-off. Back to Waddell. Quinn gets the puck. Backhands it into his own zone. And the outlet now for Chris Wilner. Wilner walks in, wrist shot. And a good save. He kind of caught Houston, or tried to catch him by surprise, but Houston was up to the task and made the save. Kept in by the Quakers. They try to skate to the left circle. They'll backhand it to the cage, and Houston sees it. Denies the backhander by Tom Zach, and he holds on.
That breakaway save, huge by Houston. Those are the kind of saves that can lead to offense, can spark a team, can lead to goals. Those are the kind of saves you wish would just result in a rush back the other way. Unfortunately, this time it didn't, but big save by Houston.
Face off again to the right of Houston. Giotto wins it, backhander. Easy save this time as Schultz put it on, the big sophomore forward, and Houston saw it all the way and gloves it. Another face-off to the right as Reichenball will go again against Jake Giotto. Reichenball wins this one. Freeport behind their own net, playing around the far side, and a good job to force it back. And an opportunity, Reichenball. He won the face-off. He comes down the right side, centering, and they got just in tight. Stone Haberstrom had him just a little too tight on top of Sherry, and Sherry was able to just hold his ground and hold on to the puck.
Clean play there for both men, just going for the puck, and I think both got the puck. Just Sherry got the bigger piece of it, able to deflect it high and over the net into the mesh. But yeah, that was very close to being a nice deflection by Haberstrom, but Sherry had the positioning on him.
Which begs the question, did he get the bigger piece because he has the bigger stick?
Could be.
One advantage to having the big goaltender's paddle right there.
Yes, indeed.
Face off in the Quaker zone, and the outlet to Connor Quinn, who moves between a couple of defenders and now comes down the left wing side. Wrist shot, misses on the near side. Over at the right point, keeping it alive is Samakis.
Just into the blue paint, he kept that in.
He kept it right on the blue line, but now it slides down the near side, the length of the ice, and it will be far enough for icing with 7:56 to go in the second period. Quaker Valley led 3-1 after one. We remain at that score here at the Robert Morris University Island Sports Complex, or the RMU ISC, as we like to affectionately call it.
Yeah, the home of the Colonials and thusly the home of a lot of former PIHL players. Since RMU went Division I, they've done a great job of cultivating some of the top talent the PIHL's had to offer in recent seasons, and the Colonials have done well for themselves at the college level. There's no doubt about it since going Division I.
Yep, qualifying for the tournament last year, Robert Morris. Face off and a heavy slapper. Pick the number. You don't even need to. You knew it was Pillowitz, but he missed the net. Kept in by Quinn on the right wing half boards. The Pillowitz who's playing forward center. That's a beauty. Pillowitz in front to Noah Schultz. 4-1 Quaker Valley.
Schultz just buried it in and out of the back of the net. Blinking, you missed that goal.
Looks like 9:19 the time of that one. I believe Quinn will also get an assist for Noah Schultz, his first. And that's the versatility of Adam Pillowitz. Kind of playing forward on that one. If it is an assist for Quinn, Quinn will have 3 points with a goal and 2 assists. Pillowitz with 2 goals and an assist. And Noah Schultz has tally number 1 on the 2014-2015 PIHL season.
The Quaker Valley goals.
Down the left wing side, it's Pillowitz again. Pillowitz stops behind the net. Spins to the backhand.
And number 20, Connor Quinn. Time of the goal, 9:19.
Look at Pillowitz, just will not give up the ball. Get it on the tape of Quinn, but he lost it. Now he comes near side. That pass to Schultz. Backhands it up the side of the cage. Puck kept in by Peter Hall. In front, Pillowitz just missed the deflection. Trying to get it out is Intrieri. Pocket pick by Quinn. Quinn comes down the center. Center's in front, deflected wide. Pillowitz almost had the HT.
And that was wide open. Glove side, he just deflected it wide. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back.
So Pillowitz playing,
I mean, he had Houston beat.
Defense and forward,
Yes.
and he's been a force with 3 points, as has Quinn. Outlet is picked off at center ice by Dan Coleflesh, but Coleflesh goes into the zone, and Trieri was trapped offside against the Yellowjackets.
Well, I definitely was wondering tonight what would the QV defense look without the anchor that was Ryan Lotus, their captain last year, just a great two-way guy. Pillowitz, I think, is the answer. As you mentioned, he will jump up and play forward some shifts, but he has definitely played some great defensive hockey tonight. Man on the point of the power play, obviously getting some goals there, but he's been a guy tonight, I think, that's kind of trying to take some of the slack, at least, from the departure of Ryan Lotus, as we have a tripping call coming up against Freeport, I believe.
I believe you're right. White number 12 is called for the trip. And to the penalty box goes Michael Zecca. That'll put Quaker Valley on their third man advantage. They're 1 for 2. Pillowitz had his first goal, the first goal of the game and the season, for that matter, on the power play. Time of the penalty is 10:21. Face-offs to the left of Matt Houston. Connor Quinn. It's actually at the top of the circle, not in the at the dot. Won by Quaker Valley. Kuzma keeps it in. Quinn on the left wing half board. Center point to Pillowitz. Pillowitz back to Quinn. Quinn on the right side. Wrist shot blocked. Freeport gets it. Skating and clearing to center ice is Stone Haberstroh. Knocked down though by Pillowitz. Pillowitz counters for Quaker Valley. Comes down the left wing side. Stick handling. Centering shot blocked. Good block in front by Waddell of the shot from Peter Hall. Hall just camps out in front. Near side, but coming late was Giotto, and Giotto was out of the zone. So Quaker Valley has to reset. They'll find Connor Quinn. Quinn comes down the right wing side. Quinn stops, finds Pillowitz. Pillowitz wrist shot. Oh, it was almost a shot pass for Giotto, but it deflects wide. 1:10 to go in the man advantage. Loose puck rebound outside of the net by Connor Quinn. Behind the net, Jacob Kuzma. Kuzma's knocked down, and a good checking effort by Driss Mickey. But the Quakers have it. Cross ice pass is picked off by Haberstroh. Haberstroh comes back 2-on-1. Now it's 2-on-4 all of a sudden. And he just loses the puck. Shot was blocked. And counterattacking is Connor Quinn. Quinn down the left wing side. Wrist shot. Save with the shoulder. Houston can't control the rebound. Quinn couldn't quite get it, but he keeps possession. Left point to Kuzma. Kuzma's pass to no one. Cassie Saran, can she clear? No. Ricardo Fernandez has it. Leaves for Connor Quinn, back behind the net to Fernandez. Centers it. Turning, Tomzak leaves it in the left circle for Jacob Kuzma. Kuzma's behind the net. Off the boards to Fernandez. To Pilowitz. Drag, fires, blocker saved by Houston. Rebound, Tomzak. Keppel had it. Saved by Houston. He was riding it up his arm, and somehow he kept it on the blocker glove at him, and he keeps it 4-1.
Man, that's
squared up his arm. It actually got trapped into his blocker there.
It's like, I got a bug on me. Got a bug on me. No, that's
exactly.
the puck. That was interesting to watch. And great job by Houston. He didn't panic. He knew, okay, just get to the side of the net, make sure this thing doesn't fall behind me. He did a great job.
10 seconds to go on the man advantage for Quaker Valley. Puck is cleared by the Yellowjackets, and the Quakers will be 1 for 3 on the power play in this game. As Nick Rusak is up for checking, the Quakers turn it over to Keppel. He dumps it. Rusak resets. Quakers in their own zone. With 4.5 to go second period, Keppel steals. But Keppel turns it right back over. And now Ryan Quinn backhands it up and skating out of his own zone. That is Jake Giotto, long wrist shot. And Houston, he's been good with the butterfly.
Yeah.
He's been able to control a lot of shots and not allow rebounds for the most part.
Hey, he's done a good job. No, I mean, when we look at the two Pilowitz goals, that was a first chance shot. The Quinn backhander, a first chance shot. The one-timer on the back door, he had no chance on here. So, you're right. He has not given up those second effort opportunities tonight.
We don't have shot totals, but I would say that the shots heavily favor Quaker Valley.
At least a 2-1 margin, I would say.
Interieri comes down, left side, drop pass to Reichenball, backhander. That's a good right pad save with the toe by Parker Sherry, and he covers up on the rebound.
It's a nice job. This is a spot where Freeport needs to make some offense happen. They had a hard time feeding off of those things, usually gain momentum from in a game. We saw the big save earlier in a breakaway. If that's a Penguins game in Flurry, you're thinking back the other way Crosby gets a goal. It didn't happen here. And I think after that penalty kill, another chance to grab some momentum, get a goal, make it 4-2, and kind of get back into this thing. We'll see if they can sustain some zone presence. They have struggled to do that throughout this game.
Up in the puck is Robert Reichenball. Skates to the center point, and his wrister from 45 is into the chest of Parker Sherry, who holds on. And we'll get another face-off in the Quaker Valley zone to the right of Parker Sherry. Late line change denied as they try to sneak Connor Quinn out for the face-off. And the linesman says nothing doing. Quakers do win the face-off, but it's loose in the circle. Freeport has it. Near side pass, good stick work to deny. Reaching out with the blade was Samakis. Cleared up to Schultz. Can he get it out? He does. Finds teammate Giotto at center ice. Waddell had it. Haberstroh as well had his stick on it, but it's backhanded in by Noah Schultz, who has a goal in this contest for Quaker Valley. Aubrey Terrace was in on the forecheck. Reichenball, can he clear the zone? He does get it back to center ice. Has support within Interieri, but a good job to reach in by Peter Hall to deny the attack, and Hall is back in his own zone for the Quakers. Turns on a dime. It's Kuzma, Jacob Kuzma. Good outlet. Good job to get it off the boards by Schultz, but he lost it. He would have been back one-on-one with Drizmicki, but he couldn't quite enter the zone. Schultz at center ice, checked by Reichenball. Reichenball knocked to the ice by Jacob Kuzma. Keppel with a curl and drag, but he can't get it past the Quaker Valley defender, Nico Samakis. And in their own zone, the Quakers outlet. Schultz will deflect it in with a skate, go to the bench for a line change. Houston plays with 2:35 to go in the second period, and it's Connor Quinn on the biscuit. Centers, blocked down by Houston. Coolflesh has it, clears it around. Flying in to keep it alive is Aubrey Terrace, and Terrace does. It's Ellie Falk, to Quinn. Quinn behind the net. Shields the puck with the backside, comes all the way to the near boards, dumps it into the left wing corner. Left point on the stick of Pilowitz, firing into the chest, and holding on is Matt Houston.
Scouting report for other teams in Class A. Don't let Adam Pilowitz tee the puck up from the point. Just a little thought I had. That was a great save by Houston. Through traffic, low, hard slapper. How he even saw that puck, I don't know, let alone stopped it.
If I've said Pilowitz firing once, I've said it at least a half a dozen times tonight.
And both through wrist and slap. I mean,
correct.
Just a wrist shot from him is a slapper for some people. He's a hard shooter.
Displaying the versatile game as far as that, and also playing forward. Trying to come out, nifty move by Quinn. Gets his own rebound, a shot, and Houston keeps it out. Deflects to the corner, Ben Kuzma, Connor Quinn. Quinn to the point, near side of Pilowitz, knocks it down with a glove. Tries to walk in, he's in the left circle. Pilowitz looking for help. Still stick handles out of it. Has the wrister. Fires, and a big save by Houston. Pilowitz. Penalty upcoming against Freeport, but Pilowitz, tremendous puck possession.
Tremendous puck possession. Better saves by Houston. If you ask Houston, he's going to say, I've given up 4 goals. This is a bad night. A lesser goalie, this might be a 10-1 hockey game right now, Bob. They've just firing shot after shot on him, and he has turned aside a lot of quality opportunities. Again, has not allowed a second chance goal tonight. That says something. It's been great looks, great pinpoint shooting by some of Quaker Valley stars to make it 4-1.
And Adam, he's made several saves to deny Pilowitz the hat trick.
Yeah.
Ethan Waddell, by the way, called for high sticking at 15-20. Fourth man advantage for Quaker Valley. Jacob Kuzma, center point, goes far point to Pilowitz. Skating backwards on the skates, finds Quinn at the left wing halfboards. Pilowitz wants it. He was teeing it up in the tee-up position.
Read nicely by Haberstroh.
Couldn't get it out, though. Pilowitz kept it in. Quinn has it. Quinn walks off the boards. Quinn, right circle, wrist shot, blocked. Down to the ice was Drizmicki on a good block. Right point. Pilowitz to Quinn. Quinn has to track it down in the right wing corner. Avoids a check by Zeka. Comes near side to Jacob Kuzma. Kuzma spins, turns. Through traffic, hit his own man, Peter Hall, and it's picked up by Haberstroh, and he clears the zone.
Great shift by Haberstroh on the penalty kill, guarding Pilowitz and still doing his other jobs on the PK, being part of the 4-man box. He did a great job on that shift.
Freeport dumps it in. A minute to go on the man advantage. 41 seconds in the period. We'll go by that clock. Quinn down the left wing side, centers it in front, and he couldn't find Schultz. Kept in by Pilowitz. Quinn walks off, fires, big save by Houston again. It could very easily be 6-1, but Houston has been big in the second period. Keppel tries to get around Pilowitz, can't do it. 20 seconds to go, last rush for the Quakers in the period. Quinn down the left wing side, it's Connor Quinn. Finds a trailer on the stick, but Tomzak couldn't control it. Gets it back and fires. Houston makes the save. Skating on the near side, Fernandez to keep it alive with 7 seconds. Connor Quinn goes cross ice, off the boards. Kuzma fires late, deflects up into the meshing as the buzzer sounds. And the second period comes to an end. It was 3-1 after one. Quaker Valley led. They get the only goal of the second period by Noah Schultz. And after 2 at the Robert Morris University Island Sports Center, Quaker Valley 4, Freeport 1. Back to talk about it after this. You're listening to the PIHL. It's PIHL Hockey right here on the MSA Sports Network.
Monticello's Italian restaurant has been serving the Pittsburgh community for over 34 years. With over 5 northern locations, there is one near you. Monticello's has been named the best pizza, best hoagies, and best Italian restaurant by the Tribune Review for 3 years in a row. Stop in at any Monticello's restaurant before or after your high school football game and mention that you heard us right here on the MSA Sports Network to receive a large traditional cheese pizza and 4 soft drinks for $12.99. For the complete menu and additional information, go to www.monticellos.com. Monticello's a Pittsburgh favorite.
The history books are filled with the names of great athletes and great teams from Western Pennsylvania. They share stories of great victories and stunning defeats, but they all have one thing in common. They know the championship season is the time to be first. First Commonwealth Bank, proud sponsor of the WPIHL and the best high school athletes in Western Pennsylvania. First Commonwealth, time to be first.
Life is about having the confidence to know you can do anything right. I get that at Carlo.
I graduated with top awards, but beyond the classroom, Carlo helped me learn a lot about myself.
Carlo brings out the best in you.
I know I'm going to be a fantastic nurse.
I know whatever I come across, I'll be prepared.
I can't think of a better place to start the rest of my life, because at Carlo, I know I matter.
I matter.
I matter.
Enroll at Carlo University. Visit carlo.edu.
The team at S-Mark takes great pride in the company they've built and their growing presence in Pittsburgh. Strong values, steadfast dedication, and unwavering commitment extends well beyond the walls of S-Mark facilities into virtually every facet of our local communities. From ongoing support for critical health and human services for families and children to youth sports and recreation programs, It's the many faces of S-Mark that touch lives, instill hope, and provide opportunities to enhance and enrich the world around us. S-Mark is proud to extend its support of local communities through its sports sponsorship with the MSA Sports Network.
East Suburban Sports Medicine, the proven leader in physical therapy. We'll help you get back into the game. Feel better, play better, live better. When your doctor suggests physical therapy, be a healthy consumer and ask for us by name. Experts in caring for high school athletes. East Suburban Sports Medicine. Take it from me, Bill Hillgrove, it's the best care, hands down.
The natural gas delivery system is extremely safe. Leaks do occur on occasion. People's Natural Gas would like to remind you to use your senses, smell, sight, and sound to detect the warning signs of a natural gas leak. If you believe there is a natural gas leak, leave the area immediately and then call your natural gas company's emergency service line or dial 911. These lines are available for natural gas emergencies 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit peoples-gas.com to learn more. This message is brought to you as a public service from Peoples, your hometown natural gas company.
Back on the island, Neville Island, Robert Morris University Island Sports Center with Adam Hoerner, Bob Orkwis on MSA Sports. It is premiere night in the PIHL. Second game of a doubleheader here at the RMU ISC. Quaker Valley leads Freeport 4-1. Fair to say that Matt Houston was under siege in the second period?
A little bit. And if I'm picking the 3 stars of the game right now, he's one of them.
I would agree.
He's done an unbelievable job tonight, but it's still 4-1 Quakers. Now let's do your scoring recap and tell you how it all went down. Early in the hockey game, in fact, minute 57 in, a power play for the Quakers, and Adam Pilowitz would blast a slapper from the point. Jacob Kuzma, Bo Tomzak, the assist. It's 1-0 Quakers. Just over 2 minutes later, Connor Quinn, a backhander down low, just kind of walked in and stuck one over the pad as he looked past and took the shot on Houston. 2-0 Aubrey Terrace, the assist on the Quinn goal. 7:38 to go in the period. Freeport on the board, a power play blast. Tanner Hill, Stone Haberstroh, really deflection by Hill. Haberstroh threw it in front. Hill in the massive bodies got the final deflection. It was 2-1 Quakers. Late in the first, late goals are killers. This one did not help. 1:55 to go. Pilowitz, a wrister from the point, a twisted wrister. Connor Quinn, the helper, 3-1 after 1. In the second, the only goal went to Noah Schultz, a one-timer on the back door all by himself. Pilowitz and Connor Quinn made the play happen, and it's 4-1. But other than that, Matt Houston, and really, I say, even with that, because that was a by themselves backdoor, just some great passing, Matt Houston stood on his head in that second period in particular.
He has been very good. It could very easily, we could see 7 up there. Quaker Valley, they're just tremendous. And I know it's only game number 1, Adam, of 22, but it comes from winning 3 straight Penguin Cups. These players on this roster know nothing else but winning. They've been to 5 Cups in 9 years and all kind of appearances. And there's expectations and there's confidence. And they have it year in and year out with Kevin Quinn. He's done a great job with this program.
Well, he has. I mean, they won in 06, lost in 07. If I remember correctly, they won in 08. If I remember, I could be misremembering.
You're correct.
They won in 08.
08.
And then Mars went on their run.
Yes.
And then Quaker Valley's on their current run. So, they've been unbelievable. And again, it starts with the coaching. It really does. I mean, Coach Quinn's done a phenomenal job. It helps when you have some talented players. The South family has come through here. Obviously, the Quinn family now doing its thing. But, Kevin Quinn has been the stalwart. He's been the linchpin. He's been the constant in this program for a number of years. And, say what you will, should this team be playing up or not, we can have those conversations at a later date. But Kevin Quinn, I think, has done it the right way. He's coached some good teams. And this team, they just get it done. They just do it, and they do it in the clutch. We saw last year Freeport was seconds away from eliminating Quaker Valley in the semifinal in this rink, and the Quakers found a way to dig deep, got it done, and won it, and went on to win another Penguins Cup. And you can't root against Quaker Valley because they play the game the right way. They're not a dirty team. They just play hard, and they use their talent, and they get it done. At Freeport, you know, under Coach Hepler, and I see it continuing with the new coaching of Coach Reichenbach, but hard work was the mantra for Freeport. They knew they weren't the most talented team. They never pretended to be. They just got it done with defense, being opportunistic with the special teams, and they always got better as the season went along under Coach Hepler, and I think this bunch has that in it. I mean, I think that this bunch we're seeing tonight, they're working hard. They have not given up on this game by any stretch, and they might be outmatched by Pillowitz tonight, but I think they've done a great job, and I expect this is a team that will be in the postseason conversation, Bob. I really do, and maybe sooner than later. I mean, this team might have enough to have a hotter start than Freeport teams of the past. But that's based on 2 periods.
That's correct. Still a lot of a season to go, a lot of hockey, but it's been an entertaining first night. The opener went in favor of Canada McMillan. They defeated Seneca Valley 6-2 in Class AAA. A couple other scores from the out-of-town scoreboard. Bethel Park defeated Upper St. Clair 4-3 in overtime. In AA, West Allegheny defeated rivals Char Valley 4-3, and in Class A, Deer Lakes defeated Montour by a score of 7-2. Back with the third period right after this. Quaker Valley 4 and Freeport 1. It's PIHL High School Hockey, and it's right here on the MSA Sports Network.
Make sure to follow the MSA Sports Network on social media this season for breaking news, scores, links to our articles, and much more. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/MSA Sports and get in on the conversation with thousands of local sports fans. Follow us on Twitter at MSA Sports and check out our YouTube channel, MSA Sports WPIHL, for hundreds of video interviews with local student athletes, game highlights, and more. Whether it's Twitter, Facebook, or our websites, MSA Sports is the place to go for high school sports in Western Pennsylvania.
Hi, this is Hines Ward. If you're a high school sports fan, the place to go all year round is the MSA Sports Network. Log on every day to www.msasports.net for the schedules, the scores, the standings, the rankings, and of course, all of the broadcasts includes exclusive Whitfield playoffs and championship action. Anytime, anywhere, always there, the MSA Sports Network.
Attention business owners and marketing managers. MSA Sports Network offers a cost-effective way to expand your advertising efforts, increase your bottom line, and promote your brand and services in the communities you serve. Offering you flexible marketing plans with numerous multimedia combinations, the ability to target your local customers within a 5 to 10 mile radius of your business, industry exclusivity, available via sport, season, community, or region, and outstanding return on investment with all MSA Sports sponsorship opportunities. MSA Sports Network represents the most efficient and effective ad placement in the broadcast industry. To learn more about advertising opportunities on the MSA Sports Network, contact Glenn Anderson at 412-362-2000, extension 2225, or ganderson@msa.com.
MSASports.net is the place to click on every day this fall.
On Mondays, we have the latest MSA Sports Top 10 football rankings.
Tuesday is a look back at the biggest and best plays from the previous Scholastic football weekend with the plays of the week.
We go big game hunting on Wednesday with a preview of the top 4 WPIHL football contests.
I'll look into my crystal ball on Thursday with the wildly popular Chicks Picks.
Also on Thursday, we preview the college football slate in the region for the upcoming weekend, then we recap those games each and every Sunday.
A complete rundown of all the games comes your way on Friday, plus plenty of broadcasts to choose from on Friday nights.
On Saturday, we'll take a look at the top performances with Friday night highlights. Then on Sunday, a look back at the previous day's high school standouts with Saturday's Scholastic Stars.
Anytime, anywhere, always there this fall with the MSA Sports Network at msasports.net. Back on Neville Island, the Robert Morris University Island Sports Center with Adam Hoerner, Bob Orkwis. Audio and video streaming on the MSA Sports Network.
Shout out to Jody Zangrilli Cook, helming the camera tonight.
Working hard. She said no.
I'm still giving the shout out. She does not want to be identified, Bob. It's too late now. It's on the record. You know, if this is an island, where are the palm trees and bananas? Am I allowed to ask that question?
There were palm trees at the restaurant across the street.
Okay.
Not real palm trees.
No. All right, that's the closest I'm going to get.
Well, we're on the Ohio River, so.
I know.
I think you're reaching a little bit.
I know.
It's nice to think wishfully.
It is.
Correct?
It is. It is.
This is a tremendous facility here. And we see a lot of playoff action, championship action as well. And we see PIHL premiere night on the MSA Sports Night. It's October. You know what that means. Very shortly, we head into some team playoffs. We've had some golf championships, some tennis. We'll head into soccer and girls volleyball playoffs.
Yep.
And at the end of the month, Halloween, the spectacular begins. It is known as the WPIL football playoffs.
That's Halloween night. It will begin. The Highway to Hines. Can't believe we're that close to it, but we are. Of course, I can never believe how close we are to it. It always sneaks up on you so quick. All the build-up to week 1 before you know it, it's week 8. And you're like, well, what the heck? But week 7 is coming up Friday.
After the ice cut, Quaker Valley left to right across the computer keyboard. Matt Houston in the goal to the right. Parker Sherry, the goal to our left. Quaker Valley in the bright gold and black uniforms. The home white's technically a home game for Freeport with the blue and gold. Walking out, there's another big save. Who else took the shot?
Pillowitz. Who else made the save between the pillows? Houston, and just, you know.
It's very smooth in that butterfly, is Matt Houston.
It's hard to say who's had a better game tonight, Houston or Pillowitz. I know Pillowitz has 3 points, but Houston has just been unbelievable.
I have to say Houston is busier.
Yeah.
Thanks in large part to Adam Pillowitz. Pillowitz walked out, and that was that heavy wrist shot. Face off. Pillowitz fires it wide. Well, he is the trigger man. Tremendous job. Shot deflected. Loose. Can Houston get it? No. On his wallet digging at it was Schultz. That shot actually deflected off the stick of Cassie Saran and bounced around. An anxious moment, but it is kept out in the early moments of the third period by Matt Houston.
He's got to weather this storm. If you're Freeport.
Continue to weather.
Yeah, continue to weather it. Carried over from the end of the third.
Because you're right. If you can get one of you, the Yellowjackets, it's a 2-goal game. Diving play, that's good hustle. That's going to hurt. Jack Woodburn goes into the boards, and he's stretching out the back, as he should. He went hard into the boards. Quinn goes the other way.
He's not feeling
Houston
good
makes
down
the
there.
save. Absolutely not. As Woodburn tried to get out, but he made a diving play and then went full speed into the dasher boards, and the lower back took the brunt of that.
At first glance, you almost would have thought Rusak took the worst of that. He got right up.
Rusak kind of, I think Adam would turn. Rusak kind of turned.
Yeah.
Not so for Woodburn.
Yeah, he was not able to.
He went straight back.
Yeah.
Into the right corner.
He is not feeling too good down
again,
there.
He got out, but he tried to stretch it out, but then he went back down. So
that did not tickle. That was did not feel good, no doubt about it. The trainer taking a look at him. He's on his hands and knees.
Pretty good defensive play too, because he broke up a 2-on-1. Would have been a 2-on-1 down low for Freeport as they were chasing the puck, but Jack Woodburn, the junior defenseman, makes the play. Parker Sherry's only been beaten once from a close-in shot on the power play. Tanner Hill has the only goal for Freeport. Adam Pillowitz has 2. Connor Quinn, Noah Schultz have the other tallies for Quaker Valley.
Very smart. Just, he knew something was wrong, immediately looked for the trainer. Didn't try to, tough it out. He just, you know what, I need a hand here. I need a minute. And he knew something didn't feel right as he got to his knees.
Jack Woodburn may be thinking later in the week he needs an adjustment somewhere along the way.
Yeah. He might be.
That's a chiropractic special right
Yes.
there, the way he went on the boards. He's taking his helmet off, too, and again, almost went full speed into the right wing corner.
Well, you got to think, even if he can skate off the ice, he may be done for tonight. I mean, just as a precaution, especially the Quakers up 4-1 in this game. You got to think that they may just play it safe with him. It's only, as you said, Bob, it's only game 1 of 22 in the regular season, never mind the playoffs, so.
Is Pillowitz. Pillowitz now playing forward. Comes down the right wing side, still with the puck possession. Down low, and that shot hits the shoulder of Matt Houston. Goes up into the meshing.
Face off should stay in the Freeport zone, and it will. 15:41 to go in the third period.
Ryan Quinn. Puck is played back into the Freeport zone. Freeport had the puck. Can they get it out? Skating in. Bo Tomczak keeps it alive for the Quakers. 4-1 lead for Quaker Valley early in the third period. Kept in by Jacob Kuzma at the right point. Tomczak on the forecheck. Intrieri steals. 3-on-3. Freeport back to the neutral zone. A Reichen ball. He dumps it in. 2 of the 3 line mates go for a change for the Yellowjackets. And Jacob Kuzma in his own zone. Takes a big check, knocked off the puck by Nick Rusak. Parker Sherry sliding behind the net, took no chances, and he gloves the loose puck and holds on for a face-off in the Quaker zone.
Rusak not feeling shy about more contact after going into the boards in that earlier collision.
Face-off to the left of Sherry. Keppel pulled it back against Giotto, but skating in to take the puck was Noah Schultz, and he dumps it in, giving chase is Aubrey Terrace, the senior, behind the net. Houston plays it away from her to the near side. Mickey Frazetta outlets. Keppel gets it on the stick of Nick Rusak. Rusak down the right wing. Falls down. Takes another dive into the boards. Keppel takes a man out of the play. Puck is cleared back to center ice. Cassie Saran will dump it in. And in behind his own net, Hunter Wolves will clear it back into the neutral zone. Saran's pass deflects to the Quakers zone. They can't get in. Freeport loses. Terrace comes down the right wing side. Tries to tee up a wrister. Does. Left pad save, or right pad save, excuse me, by Houston. Player falls down. It may be a 2-on-1 for Freeport. With speed comes Mickey Frazetta, but he can't get into the zone cleanly as Ellie Falk fell down, but she recovered to keep it a 2-on-2. Good stick work in his own zone by Giotto to get out of the zone. Near side. Pass to Chris Wilner. Wilner down in the right wing corner behind the net all the way around. Leaves it off the boards for Peter Hall. Back to Wilner. Wilner in the left wing corner. Comes around the near side of Connor Quinn. Quinn has a player open at the point. Tries to get it to Falk. Picked off by Frazetta. Frazetta, good little pass to Reichenball. 2-on-2. Reichenball cannot beat Peter Hall. Cleared up. Good job to come off the bench and keep it alive by Cam Speakman. This is bounced into Sherry. Sherry leaves it for Falk. The sophomore behind the net comes around near side to Wetzel. Reichenball almost had an intercept, and Haberstroh keeps it alive temporarily, but the Quakers get it out. Back to center ice for Ethan Waddell. Waddell comes down the left side. The puck hits a teammate, Reichenball, deflects back to center ice. Intrieri down the left wing side, dumps it in. Haberstroh walking in, fakes, turns for the stuff, and he can't get it in. Somehow Sherry went from left to right to keep it out of there.
I don't know how he kept it out. He wasn't sure where the puck was.
Brilliant move by Stone Haberstroh.
Yeah.
But Sherry was able to keep it out of there and keeps it 4-1.
Well, Haberstroh was a key performer for the Yellowjackets offense last year, maybe the leading scorer, but he was in there, and you can see there the talent. He's going to be important for them this year. That was a nice move behind the net. And Sherry, Sherry knew where to go. He still didn't know where the puck was. That was just a little bit of luck on that save, but he'll take it. Stays 4-1 with 12:05 to go.
Jerzmicki in his own zone, lost it. Wrist shot, deflects just wide. As coming down the left side was Ricardo Fernandez. Fernandez behind the net. Switches places with Tomczak. Leaves the puck. Freeport's Keppel, has it. Hunter Keppel comes down the left side with speed, 1-on-3. Good job there. Centering all! And he had his man, Nick Rusak, but it just misfired by an inch. Well, that would have been 4-2.
Yeah.
Tremendous job to set that up by Hunter Keppel, the senior forward. Tanner Hill at center ice. He has the only goal for Freeport. He gave it away to Bo Tomczak in the neutral zone. Rusak takes a hit from Ryan Quinn. And in his own zone, it's Adam Pilowitz. Pilowitz through center ice. Pilowitz down the left wing side, drags it through the skates. Still trying to fight for it. He's double teamed. And he lost the puck. It's cleared by Freeport and out. Up ahead, Rusak. Rusak had Hill. Man falls down. No penalty called. And now we get an offside call against Freeport as the man who was knocked down, I think it was Tomczak, was looking for a penalty, none to be had.
Yeah, none to be had there.